What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be talking about my Gauntlet grind from today, how it went, what rewards I ended up getting. Now, I did end up getting 16 wins in champs this weekend. Make sure to go check out that video and the rewards if you have not yet. And so I basically got a free token into the Gauntlet, as well as some other things. Now, it's my first time ever really running in the Gauntlet, and so I didn't really know what to expect. And so we're going to go game by game. First game, the guy housed the opening kickoff. I really didn't know what to, again, expect. I got a safety, and just, I'm going to advance through the game here, and you guys can watch it. It was up 9-7. It was kind of a back and forth affair. A little bit back and forth. Obviously, you guys can see he's on the goal line here, ends up scoring. And again, first half was back and forth, 16-14. Was just kind of a tough, gritty game. And then I think, is this the play? I think I had a play in the first half that kind of swung the game in my favor. But I really think that my first opponent I played was actually pretty solid at the game. That's not it right there. He just threw a dot on me. But yeah, overall was a really solid opponent. And it was tough for me to get a stop. This was my only basically stop in the entire game. And I don't know what he was throwing. I literally don't know what he saw, what he was throwing right there. Will Johnson with a big time pick returns it pretty far into his territory as well. Now for me, I don't think I ended up even getting any points here. I definitely didn't. There was 1 second on the clock. I actually think I come close to scoring here, but don't end up scoring. Obviously, go into halftime, 16-14. That was the dot right there. Almost did score. 16-14, I scored coming out of the break. 4th and 10, that was a big time play. A dot right there down the middle. And then I think he had a turnover, something that just kind of swung the game in my favor, but did end up winning the game by a decent margin in game 1. Game 2, another game. I got down early. Now, my opponent here was really good at the game, so I'm not going to sit here and act like, you know what, I should have won the game. But I got stuffed on back-to-back quarterback sneaks in the very first quarter. I don't know how that wasn't a touchdown. I have absolutely no idea how that wasn't a touchdown. And then on the ensuing play, he goes 99 yards for a touchdown. At that point, I knew the game was basically cooked. It was basically cooked at that point. Again, I tried fighting. Ended up, I think, almost tying the game. I did tie the game, actually, and had the ball. Like, I walked my opponent down. But if I just wouldn't have gotten down 14-0, that's the whole thing. If I wouldn't have got down 14-0, I probably would have been able to make something shake. I ended up, it was a 4th and 30 situation, had to punt, and then, he cooked me after that. Absolutely cooked me after that. Again, it was just a back and forth affair, but I just could not find a way to get a stop. So that was my first loss, and then I went to the auction house for a bit because I was so tired of losing. My next game, I got down 14-0 again. I don't know what it is with me getting down, but then when I tied it back up at 14-14, my opponent quit. So then I was 2-1 heading into our next game here. Started off 7-7, 14-7 here in the third quarter, 14-14. Again, just a back and forth game, 21-21, 21-21, his ball. I really could have been cooked. 1 minute left in the game. 21-20 or 28-28, his ball. If I lose this, I only get 2 wins in the Gauntlet, and I'm absolutely cooked. I'm cooked. Absolutely cooked. But I don't know even what happens here. Oh, I get a lurk. Big time user lurk right there from Kendricks. End up securing our big time win right there with a field goal and then a stop. Next game versus Liberty U. Shout out to my opponent, W Bible verse, but we got him out of there. And so at this point, I was 4-1. I was feeling pretty good. I really wanted to get to 5 wins. So again, I went back to the auction house. Didn't really find anything too special. 7-7 in this game. Again, it's tough though. It's tough. On a blue field, I hate a blue field. 21-7, my ball. All I had to do was kick a field goal. I ended up turning the ball over. And then watch this play right here. Watch this play. This play is absolutely ridiculous. And I need y'all to see it. Because I hope you guys see how ridiculous this is. 6 seconds on the clock. The last play of the half. He just throws a jump ball. And guess what? Mike Evans comes down with it. After this game, I was like, man, I need to find a way to get Mike Evans. Because whatever he's got, I need. 21-24 headed out of half, 28-24 him, 35-31 him, 38-35 him. I needed to find a way to get a stop, and it just wasn't looking like that was going to happen. 2 minutes on the clock. Again, I just need one stop. He gets a false start. We have an incomplete pass on second down. On third down, again, an incomplete pass. on third down here. Let's see what happens. Again, force 3rd and 15. There's no way I should give up anything right here. We force a pretty good defensive stand. Again, throws it into the back. 4th and 15. Just get me one stop. I basically win the game here, and I give up a touchdown. And watch how he scores. Watch his play. You're telling me this is a good pass? I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. That's just a ridiculous play right there. 2 minutes left in the game. I mean, we had to try to walk him down, but it was not easy to do. I was trying to run out the clock as much as possible, but it comes a point in a time where it's enough running out the clock, and you got to score a touchdown. Score with 38 seconds to go. Thought it might be too early, but we pinned him really deep in his back end zone. Again, with my kickoff method that's going to be on the YouTube channel shortly. And then Carter with a big-time pick to get me to 5-1. Again, I wanted to upgrade my team after I got to 5-1 because I'm like, I know it's just going to get super sweaty here. And then in our next game, dot to start it out. I know y'all see the progression that Ty is making. A dot started off. We get up 7-0. But there was no stopping my opponent. I mean, he had Judkins. And this is what he did on literally basically every play. Just watch what happens. Judkins down the center of the field, touchdown. And I know I was in cover 2 right there. That was a good play. I guess he might have missed that throw right there. And watching this game back, it's like I had my opportunities to win. I absolutely had my opportunities to win the game. Judkins just was too much, man. I literally couldn't stop him. Dropped a pick there in the first quarter. Just keep that in the back of your guys' minds. And then I, get stopped right there, obviously. But then later on in this game, it came a point where I needed to stop. And I had some opportunities. I just could not continuously get stops. 35-21. I end up scoring here to make it 28-35. There it was. I mean, this is a pick 6 to tie the game up and really put all the pressure on him. It really was a pick 6, tie the game, put all the pressure on him by Will Johnson, and the game just did not let me have it. And again, the rest was history. I just really couldn't stop him. Credit to my opponent, ended up beating me. So I ended up, I don't want to spoil anything, getting a victory formation pack and 150,000 coins. So a big time bonus for winning 5 games. And that's one thing I will say about College Football 25 is if you are good at the game, you get rewarded. 150,000 coins victory formation pack. So that 150,000 coins, I didn't pay anything for this Gauntlet entry. And so it was, basically icing on the cake. And then I went and ripped my packs, okay? Ripped the victory formation pack. 78 overall. Spraggins, Noah Smith, 79 overall. Those guys end up selling for an okay amount. And then, some 73 overall, not great. And then Kayon, I don't even know what his last name is. But guys that really don't sell for a whole lot. But guys that I will add to my squad. So that was my first Gauntlet. Obviously, I mean, I would have liked to win more games. You can re-enter Gauntlet after you lose for 50,000 coins. So maybe that is something I might have to end up doing just because I feel like I can, win more games than I did. And if you do win enough games, you can get a 87 overall Aydan White, who I think is an absolute stud and a guy that would really help my squad out. So that's my goal. Maybe I'll grind Gauntlet again, but it's just sad because I'm going to have to buy in for 50,000 coins, and I'm not super excited about that. You guys can let me know your thoughts on how my Gauntlet went down below in the comments. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.